I don't know what I'm getting into here because it's an entire side of music, basically. From an album we have actually hit up before, and it's been a while since we've done Santana, so I kind of bumped this one a little forward just because I'm going through it at the moment, just a little bit, so I wanted to pick me up, and Santana always does that. Let's go. Hi guys, welcome to L33React. Hope everyone's having a good day. Freeze! I've had better ones, but it's okay. Glad to see you. Hope you're doing good. Let's do this, man. It's Santana, so I can't not enjoy this probably. So let's go. This is courtesy of our patron Norm. Thank you for your support, Norm. As always, I really, I don't know. I really appreciate you guys. It's been a rough year, so let's hopefully hope that it gets better. All right, this song is called Incident at Neshabur. It's from the Lotus album, which is them live at Japan in 1973. This track was from Abraxas, and it is about 16 minutes long. Let's go. All right, Incident in Neshabur by Santana. Don't forget to leave a like, and if you have another track for them, by them, you think I'd like, leave it down below. 3, 2, 1, go. Rhythm section is insane already. Damn, Carlos. Keys? What is happening, bro? Michael is going in back there. I don't think I'm even comprehending what he's doing. His tone is just insane. Come on. So much happening. I love that. Carlos isn't human, bro. This is the first 5 minutes. It's good. That's what it feels like, though. Yeah, I totally needed this, but I'm not gonna lie. That main motif is great. What? It was like there was a climax in the first 5 minutes. That's crazy. This is the aftermath. The way it just wavered. This is incredible. This is absolutely phenomenal. We're barely halfway through. I'm in awe right now. Those people have no idea what hit them, bro. That's crazy. This is the same song as 5 minutes ago. Incredible. This This is close enough for Hendrix Thursday. Oh, come on. The pianist is incredible too. Oh. Nice. This is special. Totally. Unnecessary. Just showing off, bro. I love it. There's so much tension and just release in this. It's not. It's crazy. It boggles the mind. Tone. Fuck. My face is just stuck in the roll. Not over yet. I just witnessed greatness, bro. I really did. That's wild. Makes my spirit soar. That's not always a good thing. Bravo. Bravo the fucko, I should say. Seriously, that was a piece of art right there. I don't want it to end, I'm not gonna lie, I'm lost in this. I wish I could play it over again. Bravo. Trying to find a light setting that doesn't hurt my eyes. Norm? Where have you been hiding that one, brother? Cause damn, you should have requested that one months ago, dude. That was seriously a work of art right there. Up here, just I don't know. That was a pure form of music right there that I don't think I've really heard much. There's no vocals needed, you know. We've done plenty of instrumental. I love instrumental, but that transcended just instrumental music right there. That was a spiritual experience at points. And I love how they started with the climax of the song, basically. And then the rest of the song was kind of just dealing with the aftermath of that climax, basically. And they still had some other peaks and valleys that they hit throughout the song, obviously, but they started out swinging out of that gate. I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect that in the slightest. That was some of the best just Santana I've ever heard. And I've done a lot of Santana on the channel, honestly. If you go through the playlist, there's a lot of it in there. And every single time I listen to him from, you know, this era or before this era, and you know, the Woodstock era sort of stuff, all the way up to this millennium, I've heard stuff, and he always brings his flavor of just guitar, but it's almost like an all-encompassing kind of term, because he is so talented and so varied at what he does, his approach. And I know he kind of obsesses over certain things. You can just hear it in his playing. Like he's kind of like Jimi Hendrix. He's very worried about his tone at all times, and it's just you can tell in the texture of the sound and the way that he plays it. It's truly an extension of his being. It's not just a man playing guitar, kind of like Hendrix in a way. You know that Hendrix basically slept with his guitar, not like in that way. I mean, maybe, I don't know, but like you know what I mean. Like it was next to him in the bed while he was doing whatever he was doing. I don't know. But he walked around with it, you know, hyperbole aside, you know, he's very, very attached to that guitar, and that's how he expressed himself. And Carlos just has a way of expressing these emotions that we don't even really have words for. Like, there's not even a physical description of them per se, but mentally and spiritually, it's 100% there. We just don't have the words, or, you know, I don't know. Just the structure of just the language in general to kind of describe the feelings that you get from stuff like that. Like it's it basically boils down to words escape you, and I don't know. It made me feel a lot of things that I think I've been repressing for a while, for all kinds of reasons, and it's just partly because I'm an adult now and I kind of have to suck it the fuck up at points, you know. It's not like I'm 13 and everyone's worried about, like, even when I was 13, no one was worried. No one's ever been worried about how I am, you know what I'm saying, like mentally or anything like that. And if they did care, it's because they were paid to care, basically, you know what I mean. And it's I don't know, I grew up in the wrong time. I feel like if I had grown up in the '60s and '70s and had stuff like this as foundational music to like actually grow from as a musician and like have aspirations and dreams, then I think I would have gone a lot farther than I did. So I didn't really go far. So it's nice to just have an escape like that. I really appreciate it. Okay, sorry, I had an email I read for a second there. So I guess this was an entire side. It was side six of the Lotus album. Um, let's see who we got. I know Carlos and Michael are in it, but I forgot who the rest of the lineup was. All right, so Carlos Santana on guitar, Leon Thomas on vocals and maracas, Tom Coster on the Hammond organ, electric piano, Richard Kermode on the Hammond organ, Doug Roush on bass, Armando Peraza on congas and bongos. Okay, there's Chapito. Jose Reyes on timbales and Michael on drums. It's just no matter what you put Carlos and Michael together, it's gonna be absolutely insane. The rhythm section in that first 5 minutes like climax basically that was some of the most next level shit I've ever heard in my life. All the percussion and rhythm just in general was breathing and feeding off each other in this like strange almost like what's that world serpent, the Norse believe in, eating its own tail sort of thing. The Ouroboros, I think that's what it is, or something like that. I don't know. But it's sort of it never ended and it never started either. Like it just sort of kept going and kept going and kept going. There was a lot of signature shifts and the time they played with time very well in this song. Lots of stops and starts that kind of goes into like a whole different genre almost. Like it was like this jazz fusion prog rock mix right here that only a few bands could probably pull off to this degree, and Santana is one of them. And they will forever hold a place in my heart just for the soul sacrifice video I've done twice, basically. But this was even beyond that. And this is from Abraxas, and I know Abraxas is probably his most widely heralded albums, I'm guessing, or maybe second most. I don't know. You can let me know in the comments which one you think's his best, but the stuff I've heard from it have just been Carlos on another level compared to the stuff that came prior, basically. I don't know if he really reached those heights again, but I guess it's all subjective anyway. So thanks for watching, man. Thank you, Norm. That was fantastic. If I had to pick a favorite part, the first 5 minutes, but the rest of it was just like a living, breathing organism. But just like I said, it's a piece of art in music form. It's just it's really hard to digest after one listen to as well. There's a lot going on there, especially that first 5 minutes. You could sit here for 30 minutes and talk about, and then the rest of it, that's a whole other story. There was like 3 or 4 different songs there, it felt like, in that rest of the song after the climax, basically. And it all just it flowed together so well, and Carlos is so well at just eliciting emotion in the listener from just his guitar. Like I said, an extension of his being, and it's almost like he pours out all of his emotion and just energy into the guitar, and the notes itself is just like are soaked in his blood, metaphorically, and you can feel it. Maybe that's why it's so emotional and it's so powerful. It's because it literally has the life force of one Carlos Santana and Santana in it, and man, you can totally feel it. So I think that's enough out of me. I'm not gonna sit here and blab on forever. Michael, as usual, is on point, man. Like, I love listening to him, but sometimes there's so much going on in the song that's kind of hard to focus on one thing, because I'm like a dog chasing a car, but there's all these other cars going by, and I'm like, hit, 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 hit. That's basically what Carlos Santana songs are like. So it is what it is. I can't wait to listen to it again, though. Thank you again, Norm. Thank you guys for watching. Man, I cannot talk tonight, and I will see you later.